Extraction 2. Now, this was one of those the first one was quite a kind of came out of nowhere and turned out to be a pretty decent action flick.
Yes. The first thing I thought was like, wait, didn't he die? They were pretty clear that he died at the end.
No, it only looks like he died. That's
the entire trailer was the entire first half of the trailer was just kidding. Yeah. Well, he did this, so we put these, and then the nanobots, and then they pentagrams and sorcerer, and he's back from the dead. Yay! Well, I don't know what the bullshit reason was, but it was like that was the entire first half of the trailer was. No, he's not really dead. And look, we're going to explain it. We swear. Okay.
Honestly, somewhere along the line, we're going to say something that will just click.
That was a trailer that basically said, "Oh shit, it was a hit." Oh crap.
Yeah, that's right. Hang on a minute.
Right.
Well, I can imagine they did the trailer and then when they've released the first trailer without anybody knowing, all the comments were, "Didn't he die? I thought he died. I'm sure that guy died." Oh yeah, no, we need to address that. Yeah.
Exactly.
But the trailer looks pretty decent, and I'll tell you for what I thought about it was, we just quickly spoke about John Wick beforehand. The action actually looks pretty good because it's all kind of back from the action, and you're actually seeing it all in one go without many cuts and stuff. And I did think, yeah, that looks pretty decent, looks pretty solid. Like I say, the first one was like that. There was some really good action sequences in there.
What there was, but it also had the, you really can't go wrong with the time-tested trope of the really tough action, jaded, world-weary star having to rescue a kid. And
yes.
You mentioned last week that they're redoing Man on Fire, so I went ahead and watched Man on Fire. I didn't mention that, but I did watch it this weekend, and I was drawn along with it. And it's like when he reconnects with the girl, especially being a parent, he reconnects with the girl and rescues her finally at the end, and he's teaching her how to swim early on in the movie. It's like, oh, okay. And then when she gets, because it's John Wick did that. Just they did it with a puppy. So they amped up the fucking kill them all moments when you got to grab the audience and get them with you. But that trope just works, and that's what Extraction was. It was great.
I was going to say it depends on the level of cuteness to how many people die. Because Dakota Fanning, she's fairly cute, so only a few people died. Puppy was dead cute. Lots of people have got to die.
Genocide. or nuking New York.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't just a cute little lamb. It had a little bow. So world domination in that case for the murders on that.
He's just on top of a pile of skulls at the end. The earth is a burned out cinder. Well, I guess he got his revenge.
With a human head in one hand and the bow in the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Extraction 2, like I say, it's one of those things, because it's coming straight out to Netflix, I don't want to say I'm dubious about going to the cinema. I'm not bothered with going to the cinema with anything of late. So Extraction, when it comes out, I'm quite happy to just sit down, bucket of popcorn, my own drinks, costing me a hell of a lot less, and just sit down and just give it a try for a couple of hours.
Do you think the trailer... I don't know. I'm thinking that the trailer has really got to grab me to make me, trailers need to be what they should be, which is something that really gets you compelled to go see it. And so many trailers are so crap these days. Like, I'll admit the Flash trailer is compelling, but it has a crutch. It's bringing back Michael Keaton. Blue Beetle trailer, all these other trailers. I mean, nothing. I'm looking at going, I don't care. Then I don't get my money.
I must admit, I try and stay away from trailers as much as I possibly can. The only reason I'm watching is if we're talking about them, because for me, I want to go into a film completely, I have no idea what's going to go on. No idea. And that to me is just the magic of storytelling, where you can't guess what's going to happen, you haven't read anything, there are no spoilers. And so usually with trailers, like I say, I don't know, sometimes they do pique my interest, but like you say, like with Quantumania, they can quite happily lie to you.
Well, that is the truth. And it's kind of like, okay, like 65 was almost compelling enough for me to go see it, but I didn't end up going to see it because I know it's going to be out in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever.
It's already out now.
There you go. And it's like, then I see your review and I see a couple other reviews. It's like, oh, they didn't stick the landing. It's like, well, I'm glad I didn't spend money on that. I hear what you're saying on the trailers because so many of the like I remember even way back with the original Avatar, the trailer was pretty much a Cliff Notes version of the movie. It was the entire freaking. You knew exactly what you were getting into.
Yeah.
And too many trailers did that. They give away too much stuff in the trailer. The Ragnarok trailer. Don't put Hulk in the trailer. That would have been such an awesome reveal in the movie.
Yes. Yeah.
But they put him in the trailer. Did it hook me and want me to come in? Yes, it did. But I also can't kind of forgive them for giving away such a spoiler. So you got to walk that line.
Yeah, such a great moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to walk that line. You got to make it compelling. You got to want to get. It's got to be something that's going to grab me and want to get me into the seat. But if you give away too much, then I'm like, okay, well, I've seen the movie. I know popcorn stuffers are going to go see it anyway. Avatar 2 proved that to me. But. Yeah, I don't know. Extraction 2, I looked at the trailer. I was like, hey, because I know it's coming on Netflix, so I will probably watch it. And I enjoyed the first one. I just, the trailer looked, I mean, I can't remember a thing about it. It wasn't like any compelling other than, oh, it's the new thing I know.
Yeah. Because again, we're living in the world where they've got to do the sequels and they've got to do the next one. And it's got to be a franchise now. I said on Twitter the other day that it's kind of the whole superhero genre, talking about Shazam, the whole superhero genre is now like an episode of a sitcom where you've got your start, something happens, and then everything returns back to normal, ready for the next episode. And that's what's happening with these movies now. You know, the TV series has now become like a franchise, so that it's a 2-hour-long film that hopefully everybody will go and see. Scream is exactly the same. You know, that everything will just be reset at the end of it, and so you can just carry on with the next one. And if you do need to kill off characters, just bring in new ones that will carry it on. You know, replacement.
A few too many sequels sounds actually kind of quaint nowadays. It's like, no, we have the sequels, and then we have the spin-off movies, and then we create the whole cinematic universe, and then we have the streaming episodes that come along with it. It's like, hey, just make too many sequels. That'd be wonderful if that's all you did. Thank you for watching this excerpt from Outpost Frequencies. Tune in live every Sunday at noon Central Time or 6 o'clock UK time. And also, remember to come to lastmovieoutpost.com for all your latest in movie news, streaming news, and everything cool about film. We are the cool news now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next stream.